F double R, F double R, F double R, F double R. Gotta bring that
Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR. Friend request reviews with friends request friends to watch Deadwood. Season 1, Episode 2, titled Deep Water. I mean, obviously, we still fresh here, y'all. All right, so it's still the beginning, but at least from what I took from episode uno, is that we're in this camp, this mining town or whatever called Deadwood. So we got a lot of prospects out here. We have beef with the Indians. We have this guy who kind of reminds me of Nucky Thompson a little bit, the way he runs Deadwood. We got this ex-sheriff, and then we got Wild Bill and his crew. So there's a lot, and I'm sure there's a lot more coming our way. Eventually, we'll get all the names down as well. But yeah, I'm just ready to see what else we're gonna jump into. Specifically, the situation with old girl who got killed, her family and stuff like that.
Okay.
Seeing if that continues to kind of unravel a bit. But yeah, I'm here. I'm ready for it. How you feeling over there, Brolly?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Hopefully y'all back at home are feeling just as good. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this journey we're about to take, because obviously we're only about to be our second episode in. But so far I'm loving what they throwing at us. We got people out here, like you said, prospects, potential prospects, and we got people who just out here acting a fool, trying to find a way to finesse you by any means necessary. And I love that too, because that's when the trickery and they're gonna have fun with that. I guarantee it. So I'm excited for that, and I'm just excited to be kind of in this world here, because obviously we went from corporate America to 1920 gangsters, and now we're going even further back to Western. So I'm just liking that we're kind of tackling the timeline here, going backwards. So who knows? Maybe we get into some Egyptian shit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Go even further back, like, you know what I'm saying?
Prehistoric.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm excited for the journey ahead. So I'm ready.
All right, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We just gonna fly right in. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 100K. Go ahead and click that button. Click that bell so you get notified when we go live. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go.
Hey. Welcome to HBO show Deadwood, original programming.
Crazy that I can grow a mustache.
This shit is loud.
It's hella loud. I had to turn that
And
shit
this turned down like a
yeah,
lot.
I know.
HBO smacking. It was like as I was talking, they was getting louder. Like, you better listen to these violins right now. Like this banjo, whatever they playing on this fiddle.
Yeah, yeah, all of it. All
They
the
got
above.
the fiddle in it.
They got every single instrument in that motherfucker. Lit. What about the flute, like?
That gold.
The pharaoh flute.
gold.
Like. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Rome.
Bro, that's why I said it's episode 1, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This shit got the rope. That's why that shit kind of.
At the end there, it went kind of hard. Can't lie. Nah, but that one's still goated. That one's still goated.
Grand Central Hotel. We out here building. Damn, I'm kind of juiced to be in it, man. We need to get some more Deadwood in rotation, man.
I'm telling you. That's why I went through that whole spew in the intro. Like, bro, I'm happy to be here. Hey, he looked mad familiar.
Hey, every time you look in the mirror.
Doggy, them eat thee too.
Wow.
Or eat thee him yourself, you leering heathen.
You disrespectful mother.
I wonder how much of that he understood.
All of it.
Gonna hit him with the bell. Got him right there.
And then Bill shot him right there. This how the legend.
Got the guy right in the eye.
All right, the ex-sheriff.
And like Mr. Seth Bullock there, raise a camp up.
Yeah, a fella to be put in that box might argue with you, Reverend.
Mr. Bullock did not draw first, and I point to his commissioning me to build the departed a coffin and see to his Christian burial. Perhaps the Tom Mason you know is the dead man's brother. If he is in camp, he should be notified.
No, I ain't seen Tom around.
Coffee.
What's going on there?
I don't know, but they're obviously hinting at something here.
You don't stop dragging that fucking leg.
I mean,
I might have one cup.
damn them eyes.
You see the way she looked at that nigga
Bro,
though?
forget about the legs. Do something with them eyeballs.
Nah, I like those. You can read those.
Wake up.
How's that little one?
She's still among us.
I'm asking you what her prospects are.
If her wounds don't fester, she might could have a fighting chance. And supposing it was road agents, and they hear his talk, where's the little one stand then?
You got a dark turn of mind.
I see as much misery out of them moving to justify themselves as them that set out to do harm.
I like this guy.
Hey, he deals with death all day.
Yep.
Isn't he Charles Lee Ray?
Yeah, I
Also
think
known
he
as
is.
Chucky, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that, Charlie.
Do what?
Trumpet my intentions.
Right.
Like a damn steer.
Ain't you here to prospect gold?
Don't want every man to know my moves.
So just don't wind up like Cheyenne.
Got comfortable?
May I, join you?
Damn, who is this guy again?
I don't want to talk about last night's events.
All right, fair enough. Know how to pocket my notebook.
He gonna unravel the bread in front of her, like, just throw that shit in your pocket.
Look at this, man. A room full of gentlemen.
Name's Ellsworth. I hear you bought these digs.
From Garrett. How do you do?
What claim's the next one over?
How things running at your claim?
Made my quota for whiskey, pussy, and food.
This exact spot showed a fistful of nuggets 2 nights ago.
Well, don't weaken, Pilgrim. Twix nuggets and nothing. She's usually gonna show you some plate.
See, this is what I don't like. When people be out here gaslighting. Yeah, they capping. Ain't nothing here.
Listen to me. Go get Doc Cochran.
And I never tipped the thumper to none of it out. Played it dumb as a pile of rocks.
Go get the doc. Say I want him to see to the horse.
Is he trying to get access to the little girl?
The hardware boys, huh? Yeah, want to buy you fellas a drink. Hell of a spot, isn't it? Any more foot traffic, you'd have to call it a riot.
That fella drew on Seth this morning.
Never heard different.
No one mistook him.
Never heard different.
And these are still free. Sorry for hitting a nerve, huh?
We just met Wild Bill Hickok.
What business of that is his?
You mean what business of mine is that?
Tell me what the fuck I mean.
Not a tone to get a deal done.
Good luck on the day's trade.
Well, I won't wish you luck, because I can tell you ain't the type that needs it. Saul Star, right? That's a Jewish name. Mine isn't, but nice to meet you, son, huh?
Pleasure.
Yeah. Marked you for an earner the minute you come in my sight.
This motherfucker. Yo.
2 wayfarers when I'd heard you were 3.
How you doing, Al?
Bro, I wish I could rewind this shit right now. That shit was crazy. I'm like, bro, they about to get to it.
I don't like that son of a bitch.
Thank God you didn't let him see it.
Man.
Calls me loose with a gun.
I've acted on your commission, Mr. Bullock. Built a coffin and dug a grave.
Thank you.
Will you join me now for the burial service?
They like, what? Hell no.
Replenished your supply of medicine.
Thank you, Doctor. I don't know what you mean.
I believe you do, madam. I believe we understand each other. There are people in this camp in genuine need of my attention.
I'm basically a
You
dealer
out
for
here
you.
getting doped up.
Exactly.
So we missed a good score there, did we?
Keep lying. I'll murder you in that chair.
I thought we were just having a convo.
We come on that family by accident. Nobody's trying to hold out your end or anything of the sort.
My problem was we didn't clear this with you. And you know how you get.
You know how you get.
Listen to Tom.
One of the squareheads lived.
That man's up there having the time of his life.
Wild Bill Hickok and those two guys walk past you downstairs, save the squarehead kid. Tell them that to stick around until they see what the kid has to say about him.
Against Wild Bill Hickok.
Against Hickok and this other cocksucker who draws almost as fast, so it's a toss-up. Who blew Ned's head off?
So they really don't know. Okay, I'm like, bro, Wild Bill did that shit.
I love it.
It makes so much sense now. Nope.
I want you to have my share.
Now all
I swear to fucking.
Wow, this man.
He trying to stay alive.
Facts, because you're a loose end.
And this shit with twigs about how it wasn't Indians that killed their people, but whites.
You heard that sound effect?
It was beautiful.
Don't put any pressure on it. Just lay it on light.
Okay.
It looks like I'm pressed and I'm not. I'm not putting any goddamn pressure.
It's very good. That's very good.
Why you get so defensive?
I gotta go.
It's a good thing she's here. She's gonna have to protect this little girl. That's why Al wanted him to leave.
Believe me, anyone tries getting in here tonight, you's gonna be damn fucking sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. What's about deep water? Deep water.
Lamb of God, who takest away the sin of the world, grant this soul eternal rest. Amen.
That's a real generous perspective, Reverend.
It was business to make the business of others their own. These bought out, no good cocksuckers.
Condolences, Tom.
He's gone, Johnny.
Okay, that's the brother.
Fuck Hickok. And what he did to your poor fucking brother, huh?
That's how he ties up the loose end.
Yeah.
Gets Bill to kill them.
Yep. He's trying to rile them up.
How's that pussy lotion feel? Should I try some on my ass? Will she live? Norwegian kid, how many children you caring for?
I'm not optimistic.
Okay, he don't trust him neither.
You these girls are good going over, Doc. Look to them like they're your own.
Don't tell me my job or how long to do it in. I can see to them, and I can see to the way I'm goddamn able, and that is all I can goddamn do.
Ooh, what's your time of the month,
What the hell?
That
Doc
voice.
popped off.
Doc asked me to see your patient.
What for? What do you know about it? Who the fuck are you? Don't you fucking ignore me!
Just keep backing up though.
Get away from her.
Oh shit, she gonna do something.
Do it to me if you have to!
Why would I do it to you?
Okay.
Man.
So, all Bart.
Bruh. That was...
You were supposed to fucking throw knives, slit his throat.
And you could, there was so many signs too. She stepped right aside, she backing up, but I ain't expect her to break down and cry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You failed us.
Fucker looked at me and I fell apart in front of him.
You need to do some push-ups.
You're not the first.
You're not the first.
I've been fucked plenty, and tougher fucks than he was, and littler than her by plenty. They fucked me plenty, so you can go fuck yourself.
Bruh, you need to go chill. You letting this shit out on the wrong person.
Yeah, you are obviously going through some shit. Damn.
He a doctor. He not a therapist.
I'm afraid I've injured my back. It's wrenched, at least I feel.
Man had one work day and broke his back.
Last night, Mr. Farnham, before witnesses at the Gem Saloon, you offered $16,000.
Yeah, I'm good.
I see.
You saying you were drunk last night?
I must have been, sir. I black out and no memory at all of my action.
He can't even look him in the eyes.
He can't. He did right there.
Right. Give him the last
Look
quick
at-
with just...
Yep.
Yeah,
Sent him on his way. Your fault.
Yep, you got hustled. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
fuck.
Okay, it's all coming back. It comes back with the comeback.
say nothing to no one.
Did she tell him?
I don't know if you can understand me, but
Okay.
if you can, don't show it.
He's just like, fuck it, period.
What? Did she say an anemone? An anemone?
She said, where the fuck is my family?
It's okay.
What's your partner so mad about all the time?
He don't, he don't like
Got a
you.
mean way of being happy.
He's got a mean way of being happy. Is that what he said?
Yep.
My concern, Sal, you don't mind if I call you Sal?
Please do.
My concern, anything can happen under a tent. A camp like this, Sal, no law or enforceable contract. And you gotta watch him out a while till you see what his word counts for.
Would you like some company?
No. We're just a hardware operation.
You heard my offer.
I won't be partners with
We
him.
wouldn't be after October.
I won't be partners.
I still make you a sensible proposal, and you answer by insulting me in my own joint.
That didn't mean to insult you, Mr.
You stay out of this. You don't know nothing about this. You weren't here, and you don't have his proxy, so why don't you
Get the fuck out.
go fuck yourself?
Get off my lot.
Mister. The best bath and blowjob you ever had's not 12 steps up them stairs.
Bro, this nigga Seth want this bad,
shoulder
bro.
checked him.
Dragged his whole chest across his shit.
I told you I believed I'd found a friend in Al. As I now look back, Al not only presided over the sale, he facilitated my involvement at every turn. I've mentioned to you exchanging hellos with Wild Bill Hickok in the hotel hallway. Do you suppose we might enlist him to our cause?
Do you think that that's the sort of...
He is trying to prospect. Better get him a job.
Percentage of the money's recovered? I'd say that's exactly his line.
Seen him touching the mustache. I like that idea.
One more shot, and I'll be ready to take that cocksucker.
Yeah, you about to get
Maybe one more cup of coffee.
a cup of coffee. I'm trying to sober up.
I'm trying to wake up a little bit here.
Your name's Jack.
Yeah, that's correct.
What are you in the game for, Jack?
What am I in it for?
If irritating me's the jackpot, you got the job done.
Damn. Just trying to play.
Ew.
Yo, he went predator face.
He did.
How you do that?
You want another 50 in credit? If that's all right with you. Yeah, I
Yep,
suppose
right
so.
here, do it now.
Fella in the far corner to your right intends me harm.
I already know.
Would you keep an eye on the man with him?
You bet.
That's... I fucking love this. Honor amongst men here.
I left on my own sting. I choose to be out here.
Well, I was drinking down by the goddamn creek and I'm on fucking free will.
What the she just say? Get around
Yo. I think she said free will at the end.
She did.
Oh, no.
She wallin'.
Greasy hair like me. Cocksucker! It runs a gem saloon!
Yeah.
What the hell you want to kill him for?
She in deep water now.
And you won't come out that joint alive.
I ain't rose on the day I paid either what you say.
Yeah? Them snots, bro. She good at that.
Oh, what is this?
What is this?
You ain't seen the side of her yet?
I've been scared like that since I was a little girl.
Damn. See, that's what other dude is feeling. That's why he treating him the way he treating him. He could feel that energy. She snapped. She snapped back to it like, there's people watching.
If that limey cocksucker comes for that little girl, I got him triangulated.
After that girl, Charlie go chill with her. Okay, Charlie. Right. We burning a lot of time, though. I don't know. Are we going to get the climax? Like,
at least for this episode, yeah, I think.
No words and no gun till you're on him.
Here I go. Revenge for my fucking brother.
Look at this, bro. This Nick Offerman looking dude about to get...
He do, right?
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. He look like the dude with the gift where he just nod his head like. He in
the riverbank.
Yes.
This man.
Yo, he's literally crying walking up to this nigga.
Ooh. Lies to this
The man's
shit.
gun never left his holster, Mr. Hickok.
You meant me harm.
You my brother, son of
Y'all is in cahoots, huh? Look, he ain't gotta do shit. But who is that?
Exactly. See, they add just enough. Who's that?
Sometimes it's a fucking blessing.
She killed that whole bottle, motherfucker, just like you. There it is. But do they know him?
What the fuck you looking at?
Keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on him. Oh my God, this is about to be sick. Oh yeah, I forgot the doc's in here. Sit in the corner. Sit in the dark corner with the shotty, like.
Yep, grab it. Grab it.
I fuck with Doc, bro. He.
Go on. You go see about the horse.
And you are up to your elbows in snatches just like you were before I came to this damn camp. Up to your elbows.
Between that and a slit throat that Al will give me if I leave that child alive.
Put this fucking hole in his stomach, dude.
You're pitting me against Al.
So
Just leave town, bro.
Well, I ain't going it alone. You're coming with me to make the case.
This chicken shit.
You with that ugly fucker your own free fucking whale, Doc?
Yes, I am.
When that idiot made his move, did he tip it?
Tom didn't say boo, Al. Hickok must have just smelled him.
He was crying, walking towards this, bro.
What?
That lunatic that runs with Hickok just absconded with that child. Must be under his protection.
Nothing going your way, huh, Al? You gonna have a random spasm?
He about to kill this dude.
You feel me?
He gotta let it. Yeah, he gotta let his
Body
anger
about
out
to
on
drop.
somebody.
How about you have Johnny check under the rock, and I'll put messages under the rock, and then I'm gonna check under the rock every day and see if you wanna
Check
send
under the
messages to
rock?
me.
I think I got time to put my brand on a little snatch before I go.
Ooh.
No loose ends now.
With a hog, too.
Bro, that's all he had to do in the beginning was just kill his side.
God damn it! Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 like a butter train. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream.
Damn, they went out the way. Like, where's Deadwood compared to where they are right now?
In the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Okay. That was quite the ending. Alright. There you have it. Deadwood, Season 1, Episode 2 in the books. Man, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I can't lie. There was a lot of very tense moments here. A lot of sorrow and sad moments here. And I just felt like everyone kind of really brought it, too. Like, I know y'all spoke a lot about the acting and stuff like that and the writing in this show. And I feel like I might already be seeing that. I think like every character for the most part really brought it. Specifically Seth and what was her name? We just had it. It was
Jade?
Charlie and Jade.
Jane?
There we go. Jane or Jade? Jane or Jade? Jane?
It's one of those two.
Yeah, they definitely brought their emotions for sure. There was a lot of intensity. Even Al's right-hand man in the dock, like, man, definitely digging this. But I would say probably the biggest takeaway is we get to really kind of see how, you know, Al basically and you know who he really is. And you know, whether you want to say he's a good or bad man, at the end of the day, we know that he has his hands in everything for the most part. So he knows about the situation. He tried to handle that situation in his own way. Things didn't really go the way they needed to go, so he had to pivot. But at the end of the day, he still remains the man of Deadwood. So I'm ready for this show. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
Man, I'm feeling great, especially after that episode. It was definitely a good one here. I'm loving what they're doing here. You know, they're establishing partnerships, establishing relationships between characters here, and kind of setting in stone who's the goodies and the baddies. So, I'm really liking that because, yeah, we're starting to see people's true colors here. Obviously, Al is at the top of the list here. He's at the, he's the man to talk to when you need anything done. So I like that, and the tense moments between him and I still don't remember Seth. Okay, there we go. Seth and Al's moments were just golden here, complete. Every time they're on screen, you're just like. Both times it happened, I was like, man, this shit really about to pop off. Like I thought something was gonna happen there, but that somehow, some way they found to will it back. But I just think, like Foreman was saying, the acting so far is really well done because once the head start button, you really feel the intensity just rise and rise and rise for the moments of silence that we get in between them. So yeah, I think they did a really good job with this episode.
All right, let's jump in. Again, still in the beginning, so we still piecing things together.
Yeah.
But let's dismiss some of the smaller things first. So one thing for sure, I don't know the first name, but Tom, I think, Mr. Garrett, right? Tom Garrett, for sure realizes that he bought a bullshit lot at this point. But he still wants to work it. So I think this could potentially tie him with Wild Bill because apparently he wants to prospect out there and do that. So, he could definitely try to employ him and get him out there working. I don't know what that would necessarily look like in the future, but I at least know that Mr. Garrett feels some type of way about Al and is pretty pissed about the lot not turning out any gold today. So yeah, that's just the kind of character that, still not too much going on with him just yet, but they splashed him in there. They also splashed in his wife. She had the looks like she has kind of the dope addiction going on here.
Yep.
She keeps calling the doc for that medicine. Her hand is shaking. Brolic noticed that Bill's hand is also shaking, so maybe there's a connection about to pop off there with what they got going on. But yeah, the Garretts. I feel like the Garretts right now are just kind of being sprinkled here. So not too much. You got anything you want to address about the Garretts?
Yeah, I first, to be honest, I didn't know who she was. When they first started showing her, I'm just like, okay, who's this well-dressed woman here looking hella good? I'm ready to snatch her up. But yeah, it turns out this is the Garretts and the whole trying to will them in for the, we end up raising it to what, 20,000 or something like that. And that whole scenario from the first episode is what this is coming to fruition. This incident or realization that the lot that he's bought in is pretty much shit. But I like it because it just ties Wild Bill into this. And like I said, I already kind of noticed that they're both shaking. So I'm glad that their two are going to kind of come together because maybe we could get some answers to that. Is that actually the case? Or is there something else like just medically tied to his whatever, his shaking and shit like that? Is that just, old age or whatever? So, yeah, I'm liking that their two stories are gonna eventually collide because it could potentially be something good here. You know what I'm saying? They seem like they're out of, it's not a comfortable environment for them. They're not used to this environment. Like she said, this place kind of draws in a certain type of people. So I'm just really curious to see what type of what are they gonna play into all of this? They're the fish out of the water, trying to swim in this new pond here with a bunch of sharks. So yeah, I'm just curious how they're gonna fare with all of this. It's gonna be nice,
right? Especially because when you think of Wild Bill, you don't think of a prospect. So it's just like, what kind of partnership is that? But honestly, that's the only small thing. The rest of it was pretty much like the story itself was fairly contained. It was basically about cleaning up the mess of last episode, potentially protecting the girl, depending on what side you were standing on. And yeah, just dealing with all the characters involved in that situation. So I guess I would say that maybe Seth and Saul's kind of story was kind of minor because they were really just trying to buy a lot. Like they were just trying to buy the lot for the most part.
Yeah.
Like it just so happens that Seth has definitely made a name for himself. I still think Wild Bill is the one who shot, but the town is talking. The town is talking and they don't know who it is. But I'm definitely enjoying the tension between Seth and Al because it is a short series. It's only 3 seasons. So it's just like, damn, it feels kind of fast because it's like, holy shit, like Seth's already on ass. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, there is only 3 seasons. So things do kind of have to move fairly quickly here. But I think Brolic hit it on the head. Like, you know, especially when Jane or Jade said, I haven't felt like that since a little girl. Like Seth is picking up on those vibes too, you know. And then we got to remember Seth was an ex-sheriff, so I don't know how serious he took that job when he was doing it. But you know, if he got some detective skills there, then he's probably already piecing things together. Like
tells you he took that shit serious, bro. I can already tell.
That sheriff look.
What? That man give you that gaze, bro. Yes, sir.
Once they lift the sunshades, you realize, like, oh,
yes, sir.
I'm
no,
done.
Sir. Everything is sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Like, you feel me? I'm locked in. I'm not hands on the steering wheel. You feel me? That type of steer. Yeah, but
I do like how they somehow still connected him to Bill, though.
Yeah.
Because that's already the issue of, like, yo, Bill's your unspoken partner, blah, blah, blah. And, like, now they got him in another situation where he's, you know, standing up for Bill. So it just makes it worse for him and Saul.
It does.
Trying to get that
It
lock.
does, which is great because this is what I want. You feel me? I want to see this happen. I love when, you know, when certain people have like a vibe towards a person who's obviously not the good guy here. And I love it. I love that he's picking up almost immediately that this man is bullshit. And I love those incidents between them two. I can't wait for things to kind of like how crazy is this stuff gonna get, and how many of Al's men are gonna eventually get plucked by this dude because Al's gonna be, you know, I feel like Al would kind of make a move, but not like that. You feel me? He's gonna make moves like he made today later on in the episode.
He won't out himself.
He'll stab you in a room by ourselves.
Knowing he got you,
exactly. Knowing that he can kind of trick you into killing you. Like I feel like he's not one of those. That's why he's threatened by this guy, because if you're as quick as Bill, then you're a threat, because all it takes is just one, you know what I'm saying?
One false move.
1 second.
That shit get pulled.
You feel me?
Clap.
So,
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, shit, we might as well jump into Al, because honestly, Al's story trickles into every other character, basically. So yeah, deep water, man. Al was definitely in some deep water here. He's trying to clean up the mess of last episode. But let's start with the little girl, basically. So this one was interesting, specifically because of that vein shit. I'm just like, what the hell was that? Like, was he trying to pop this girl's vein and fucking do her dirty? Like,
he was trying to see if she was awake. He was trying to see if the doc was telling the truth or not, because the doc told him that she wasn't gonna make it. She hasn't opened her eyes. She hasn't said anything. And he went over there and was like,
I wasn't even thinking. But I honestly thought that she just hasn't opened her eyes yet, but the doc knew that eventually she would, but he was still just telling them like, nah.
Very true. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the case here. You feel me? Like, I don't know if that's the case. It could be that she's just been kind of closing her eyes, trying to stay like out of it. You feel me? Maybe she's only been back for a certain amount of time, and in the amount of time she's been back, she hasn't really done anything with it. But yeah, I feel like that moment was just to test, is she with us? Okay.
Yeah, she really out.
Like, you feel me? Because if he would have did that and no response, he would have been good. He wouldn't have to worry about his people who's getting ratted out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that once he realized that that's what was happening, obviously he goes back. But I love that moment, because that moment gives us the character breakdown that we wasn't expecting, right? First of all, because she's been talking tough since the first moment we seen her. So it's just, I love it because talk is cheap. Actions speak a lot louder than words here, and I feel like this is the place for that, for your card to be pulled, and her shit was pulled, like not even like crazy or anything. He didn't even do anything threatening. Like this man literally just like walked in, didn't say nothing threatening, and she just started breaking down crying. So I was just like, bro, I was really waiting for her moment. Hopefully she get her moment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think
she will, just not against Al.
Yeah,
Maybe against some other fellas.
Yeah, but I like that moment just gave us, confirmation of what Seth is kind of feeling here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
There's an aura that's being dispersed here in this area, and it's generating from this person here. So,
I mean, even Doc, and Doc's been around for longer, so he obviously knows. But yeah, even Doc, I like how they gave that moment where he was just like, oh, don't trust Seth, so I'm gonna tell him this. And then he tells Al the same thing, so he just like, oh, okay, he don't trust Al neither.
He don't trust nobody.
You're already picking up on that before it even gets to the point where it's like in your face, like, yeah, he don't fuck with Al.
Yeah.
So yeah, Al's definitely, all fingers definitely getting pointed towards my man's. But we also got the full plan basically. That's one thing the episode was also kind of filling in the blanks of like who's what was it, Ned and Tom or whatever their names were. Yeah, the two brothers. And so it's basically kind of filling in those blanks and really understanding, who done it. If you didn't put it together by this time, in episode 1, because obviously it was all speculation during episode 1.
Yeah.
But this is the confirmation of like, these are the people who's done it. This is who they're connected to, etc., etc. So yeah, we get to the point where he basically starts trying to flesh out the full plan. He got the boys on the road going to handle Bill, specifically the brother going to handle Bill. This way it could be, just a revenge kill, perfect setup. And then he got his right hand, I don't know his name, to go handle the little girl, which was again a great moment with the acting. Like just this dude basically letting him know, hey, this isn't gonna sit on my conscience well. Like I don't think I could do this. And then the night that he was going to do it, literally down to tears, crying, to the point where he went to that door and let Doc know, bruh, hey, look. First of all, he let Doc defuse him, kind of, because he saw that shotgun. He wasn't walking through shit. But then he let Doc know, look, we'll go tell him no, but I ain't doing it by myself. You got to come with me. So I thought that was pretty funny because, Al's just he's just a man too at the end of the day. Very powerful, this seems like right now. But, if you stand up with enough people, you could probably get him to change his mind a little bit. Unfortunately, someone else is going to get the short end of the stick. But still, you could probably get him to change his mind a little bit, get the moral compass in the right direction here.
Yeah.
So, we saved a little girl. So,
yeah.
Kudos.
I mean, I don't think Al's that like destructive. You feel me? I think he's at his boiling point. You feel me? First of all, he wasn't even incorporated into the lit. You feel me? There's something that
he's
they
just
put
cleaning up the mess.
Yeah, he's cleaning up the mess of his men. So it's like, man, you can't even find good workers. Like even back then, it was even worse because they you liable to be in this type of mess where you're potentially hitting people who are moving or whatever. Just normal people. You hit them. Do the savage type of thing to them, and then obviously try to play it off as Indians over here doing this shit. So, I love what they're doing with this, man. So far, I love that scene with Buddy going over there. Obviously, he didn't want to do it, but yeah, it was a strong scene, and Doc stood strong, like regardless. I like that. I like that he's standing strong on his just morals and all that. Like, listen, regardless, I'm here. I'm gonna protect her. You do what you do. You do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But eventually, they came to a compromise, which is we both go over there and talk to this motherfucker because I ain't going over there by myself, which I love. But you know, they tell him that, and he immediately goes into, okay, let's get buddy. You feel me? Let's get the real problem out of here. I don't have to take the doc out who obviously take care of my women and all this.
Yep.
So like
It's
Doc,
the value at that point.
Yeah, Doc has a lot more value than than the buddy he's partnering up with as well. So, I just love everything that they're kind of establishing here when it comes to this, the final kind of scenes here with Al. I think they hit it on the head and they nailed it.
That's why I said whether you think he's good or bad, he's just a man who has his hands in everything. Because I like that you brought us back to pretty much the root cause was that he wasn't even involved with this. Like it's literally him cleaning up a mess that he had nothing to do, which he was taking losses from the very jump. Like he said, Buddy came in, I had to have half off pricing and all of this. So he's already costing me money, and then I don't even get a cut of this. So he gets like all the cuts basically at that point. But yeah, again, it's a value thing. You know, the little girl is less valuable than the guy, but the doc is more valuable than the guy who's protecting the little girl. So, boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say wayo. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one. Shout out to the SVP Jane and Charlie who got the little girl out of town.
You don't
so
recognize
even if she
SVPs.
was in danger. Hey, that's what I said. She's the SVP. She ain't the MVP. But yeah, man. And then obviously, you know, the whole Bill situation, Seth situation again. Bill got that quick draw. I can't lie. He did pre-shoot there, but it's because he knew what was up. So again, this kind of makes him and Seth look more like partners to Al. So I'm just kind of wondering, what's the direction? Where's that gonna go? Where's that gonna go?
Yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm liking what they're doing with Bill here. Obviously, he has some type of gambling problem here. So yeah, I want to see more of him, more of what they're gonna kind of tie him into the stories, because obviously he's the legendary character here. You know, the character that his name has traveled through time. We still recognize Wild Bill as someone who was a legendary Westerner. I don't even know what you would call a cowboy. I don't know.
Bandito.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so yeah, I want to see what they do with him, because he has, obviously he's gonna be tied to the
Garretts. Somehow.
The Garretts. Yep, the Garretts. Obviously Seth and Al and all that should come into a nice little peak, and it's gonna be beautiful to watch.
All right, I think we're good here. I feel like I said, it was pretty contained. Like there's still a lot of characters and a lot of shit going on, but it was still like that contained storyline of dealing with the mess from last episode. So
yeah.
Want to drop a score? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I'll just give it a score, man. I think this one was really good. I think the acting was really good. So I'm gonna get this an A5. I think it was a solid second episode here. Can't wait to see what they do with some of these characters. Obviously, Jay took the little girl out to nowhere. I want to see what they're gonna do with that. Is that gonna have some type of resolution here in the next couple of episodes with the little girl? So I'm curious for that, and of course, the Seth and Al situation here. I can't wait to see that bubble up even further, and then eventually explode with gunfire, hopefully. So yeah, I think A5 is a good place for this episode.
Beautiful score. I'm gonna get this one a 9, man. I think I really enjoyed this one a lot. Yeah, I just like what everyone brought to the screen this episode. Even the creepy pastor, like I don't know how that man could just smile just consistently like that at all times. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the lighting too that it just kind of, I don't know. Like they got these dark scenes and then it gets real bright, so it kind of like pulls you in, like kind of like not wake you up, because like it's not like you're falling asleep, but it's just like, yo, pay attention, bro.
Nah,
like,
you're right.
It's
the
very
lighting
clear,
is
like like for an older show, like this show is matte. It's like crystal clear, like for some reason.
Yeah, kind of like
exactly
what
I'm trying to say.
Buddy was crying. Like you remember he was at the door crying, but you don't see the tear until like it comes into the light. You feel me? So it was like little things like that. You're just like, wow, it's a nice little detail. Even though obviously they didn't mean for that, but the lighting helped with it.
They edited at the end of the day. So.
Shit, show me that trick. I'll throw tears in Foremost face all day.
But great scores from your two hosts, 8.5s and up. If you're still rocking with us, we appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving, baby. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your like, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this episode.
Most importantly, if you enjoy content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. We also have full-length watch-alongs, but you got to bring your own copy, of course. Patreon link will be in the descriptions down below. FRR is out.